Top of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, wishing you a happy week ahead. Belated Father's Day greetings to all the men who father or mentor or even mother others, or who have done it in the past. It's my birthday today. Now, I don't say that for attention, since I'm not really big on birthdays. You won't find me saying on social media, happy birthday to me. No, sir. On the chat groups where I have membership, it's hit and miss with me when it comes to wishing the folks there happy birthday. My bad. So I don't mind if you miss mine. So thanks to everyone who wished me birthday greetings yesterday and today so far. I actually have 2 birthdays. Some of you know the story, but for those of you who don't, here goes. On June 16th, every year of my childhood that I could remember up to age 10, my mother would bake a cake and make ice cream and have the family observe my birthday. But something happened in my 11th year, and every person of British Caribbean origin of the 1960s, 70s, and 80s vintage knows exactly where I am going with this. In my childhood, there was, and still remains, in the Caribbean, a major examination that kids age 11, give or take a few months, have to write to move from elementary to secondary school. The first time most kids of my childhood secured a birth certificate was in preparation to register for that exam. Somewhere in the months before my 11th birthday, my mother was seeing my birth certificate for the first time, only to discover that the date it bore was not June 16, when she would bake cakes and make ice cream for years before, but June 17. But my father should have known this because, so my mother says, I was born at 11:58 p.m. on June 16. And when my father and his sister went to register my birth a few days after, they offered the registrar June 17. It's an easy mistake to make, but I asked my mother how she, in all that travail of labor pains, could tell the difference between 2 minutes on either side of midnight. With her hands akimbo and with a stern voice, she said, "Boy, we mothers know these things." As they would say in Jamaica, argument done. I should be thankful, though, that, especially since I am a black man, although being born nearly at midnight, I am not a distant cousin of mine with the same last name, Friday. He, of particularly dark black hue, skin so richly black, earned himself the particularly unkind nickname. Not Black Friday, as you might guess, but Friday night. While I don't mind decent jokes at my expense regarding my name, anything from disrespect to cruel manhandling of people's names is something that silly and really mean children do. Not that that makes it right. But when adults do it, it tells me more about those adults than the persons they seek to ridicule. Take a certain well-known man, for example, who frequently engages in this despicable craft of name-calling. I'm appalled that this man's birthday is 2 days before mine, but I can't change that. Some of his closest acolytes have adopted the foul and filthy habit, including a co-defendant of his named Rudy Giuliani, who recently, in a gathering of a group that would like to be identified as Christian, proceeded to mangle the name of Fani Willis, the district attorney in Georgia, prosecuting them both for election fraud. And as if that were not enough, Giuliani then called her a hoe, to the delight and cheers of the crowd. Now, why would a grown adult do this? And why would a religious group cheer at that? And why would his boss, born in this great month of June, 2 days before my birthday, and running for president, go to a white church, a white mega church in Arizona, and there use the non-abbreviated version of BS? You know what the full word is. Even if children were not in the midst, which he acknowledged they most certainly were. And why would the crowd gathered there in that white megachurch not only laugh and cheer at the sound of the full word I abbreviate to BS, but begin a chant using the full word BS, BS, BS 13 times? Look, I am fully aware of that verse in the book of Revelation where the risen Lord Jesus levels a charge to the church at Sardis, which is fully applicable to a wide swath of the American so-called church today. You have the name of being alive, but you are dead, quote unquote. In my book here, I make the observation that churches have the uncanny ability to keep moving long after they have died. These people prove me and Jesus right. So on this second birthday of mine of 2024, I have one word for such so-called church folk, and it's another word from Jesus. You must be born again. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better. I'll see you again soon. Happy Monday, all the way to Friday.